Within the Unified Communications as a Service platform, one of the absolute major capabilities is the ability to call forward your incoming and outbound calls and creating plans that allow you to select the type of forwarding plan that makes the most sense for you. Examples of that would be simultaneous ringing, sequential ringing, and find me, follow me type ringing. The way that you set these plans up, and is again by opening up the InPacket dashboard, going down to one of the launcher keys down at the bottom that says Settings, and within Settings, select the call forwarding link. There is, in fact, a lot of verbiage up at the top, but that quite simply is giving you a little bit of backstory into what some of these items mean and sort of a heads up as to some of the acronyms that are being used. I really do suggest that you read these call routing tips because it will help you in your ability to create and modify the plans that you have. Now, you notice that on mine, there are quite a few plans that I have set up. This was done specifically to demonstrate various options. When you do open up the dashboard under call forwarding plans, it's going to open to whatever plan is in fact active. In this case, it's the whatever plan, and you can see the 3 devices that are in fact part of my whatever plan. You have within these plans the ability to set time preferences. In other words, between certain hours when you want that particular phone to ring. You have the ability as well to select the number of rings that you want. One ring is approximately 4 to 5 seconds before it either moves on to the next device or before that call is then routed to voicemail. Next column over, you have the ability to set a sequence. If it's set to all ones, that's what we call simultaneous ring. As an incoming call comes in, all the devices that you have within that plan will ring at the same time. If you wanted a sequential type ring cycle, simply select 1, 2, 3, or 4, or as many devices as you want that to ring to, and that will then complete your sequential ring. Whenever you make a plan change, make sure that you hit the Save button down at the bottom. If you have created multiple plans, one can always select the link that says Activate for a specific day and choose various plans for a specific day. In other words, on Sunday, I may want all my calls to go directly to voicemail. I may want on Monday all my calls to go to my daily plan because I may be working out of a specific office. Generally, I think you have the idea. To create new plans, simply navigate to the link at the top of the screen that says Add Plan, name your plan. One tip here, when naming your plan, you cannot have spaces. So let's just call this Test Call Plan. Make sure you hit Add Plan. Now the plan becomes part of the plans that you have. Notice it's still down at the bottom, and it's not open because it is not active. The whatever plan is still active. Now I need to add devices. To the right of the name of the plan, there is a link that says Add Device. This is where you would add devices that you want to utilize within these call forwarding plans. The InPacket soft phone is the soft phone that is attached to the Unified Command Center that you utilize on the dashboard or as part of the dashboard. IP phone 1 is your desktop phone. If you have a secondary phone, you may have an IP phone 2. We will not be using the SIP IP phones, but you will be using the PSTN phone if in fact you want to add a landline or a cell phone. Simply select that option, enter the number in the field that says number, select the number of rings, and then make sure you hit Save. Then, of course, you may want to select your time preference, particularly if it's a personal cell or an office cell number that you are utilizing, and perhaps you only want that to ring between office hours, maybe an hour before, an hour later. And then again, make sure you hit Save after any changes have been made.